For decades, fans of Little House on the Prairie noticed the emotional distance between the two actresses who portrayed the iconic Ingalls sisters. On screen, their bond felt sincere and heartfelt. Off-screen, however, things were far more complicated. They were children placed into an adult world, working long hours, carrying expectations far beyond their years, and trying to grow up while millions watched. One was younger, full of energy, outspoken, and eager to be heard. She described herself as spunky, a word that perfectly captured her bold spirit. The other was older, more private, more serious, and naturally guarded. To the younger sister, that reserve felt intimidating, sometimes even cold. To the older one, the constant attention and emotional intensity may have felt overwhelming. Neither had the emotional tools to bridge that gap at the time. As the years passed, their lives moved in different directions. Careers evolved, priorities changed, families were built. And while the show remained a shared chapter in their lives, it became a chapter they rarely revisited together. When one of them left the series in the early 1980s, public speculation filled the silence. People assumed jealousy, rivalry, or bitterness, but those assumptions missed the truth. The separation was never rooted in resentment. It was simply the result of two very different personalities needing space. What changed everything was time, and the willingness to talk honestly. When they finally reunited, there was no pretending, no performing for the cameras. Just two women acknowledging their past with openness and grace. They spoke about childhood pressures, misunderstood moments, and the emotional weight of growing up on a hit television show. They shared memories both joyful and painful, laughed at old stories, and allowed themselves to feel emotions they had buried for years. The conversations were healing because they were real. They didn't try to rewrite history. Instead, they accepted it. What emerged from those long talks was something gentle and powerful: mutual respect. They recognized that their younger selves were doing the best they could with what they had. They understood that differences don't have to divide people forever, and that growth can turn old wounds into wisdom. Now, rather than being defined by a long-ago feud, they are connected by something stronger: understanding. They see each other not as rivals, not as difficult personalities, but as women who shared an extraordinary experience that shaped their lives forever. Their story resonates because it reflects a universal truth. Many of us carry unresolved feelings from our past, misunderstandings, silence, or relationships that drifted apart. This reunion shows that it's never too late to reach across that distance. Healing doesn't erase the past, but it allows us to move forward with lighter hearts. In the end, their journey is not about television history. It's about growth, forgiveness, and the quiet power of choosing connection over distance.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.